It's not आसान Tariq, sorry. It's not easy कि आप you make your own choices and you pay a price for every choice. चाहे वो कोई आपके लिए करे या आप खुद करें. So why not make your own choice and pay the price for it?
Suggestion number 2, जब आप लोग यहाँ से जाएंगे तो एक यहाँ पे stop discriminating with your children, and secondly is make your hard choices and make them now.
It's not just discriminating. I mean, we were talking about how the workplace would be different. I agree with Asad that it has to be, I mean, the corporate workplace or any other workplace has to be according, also be thought out for women also. Lekin at the same time, attitudes at home, they might change the workplace, and she may be able to take the laptop home, but then she has to cook at home,
and the cooking,
take care of the children,
and
the SARS has a problem with her being on the laptop. It's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. So the attitudes have to change.
The fundamental attitude will change. Nadia.
Give the SARS a laptop and put her on Facebook.
We're going to make gorgeous grannies and gorgeous SARSes. वो SARS जो हैं वो करेंगे. हाँ, ये असद का बड़ा अच्छा एग्जाम. Nadia, final quick comment, please.
Believe in your inner strength. If you believe you can, you will. And that's the one takeaway. All of you, when you leave this room, I want you to know each one of you has the power to make a difference for the next woman. Stand up for what you believe in, and you can achieve what you want to achieve.
Thank you very much for that statement. Lovely. Rabia.
These are really tough because after the third, fourth, fifth, I pity you.
Now we're making it tough for Umar basically, so he's struggling.
I was going to say something similar, but I will say that we have to have the courage to identify solutions and understand problems. The change now doesn't mean today, tomorrow, everything will be okay. It'll take 20, 30, 40 years. You have to have sustenance, hope for the long run. Make the attitude change within yourself right now, and it'll show. One of the reasons people like Obama is because they see something in him, not his entire package. It's what is inside him as opposed to what you see on the outside. And that's the change you have to bring within yourself first before inspiring anything else.
Thank you, Rabia. Change कहना बहुत आसान होता है, करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. I think सबसे ज़्यादा जो issues, I mean, what the panelists are saying is wonderful and correct. What I was seeking was practical tools. So अगर राबिया कह रही है कि change करना है या मोहसिन कह रहे हैं कि अपने आप को empower करना है या choices करनी है, किस तरीके से? How? It's not what, but how. I think the tools that we need to make these things happen is the key thing. Whether it's through training, whether it's through our education, something has to be practical. That's my only thing. Do you want to have a follow-up on that, G?
Well, the practical part is speak up, communicate, share with one another. You're at a terrific platform. I've never seen so many women gather in any conference I've attended in the world. Everyone has a special story to say. Please say it. Even if you've even if you sat on your couch and had a great idea and want to find funding and know somebody who has money, share that with somebody. This social networking can be business networking in a forum, but you have to have the power and confidence to say, this is my story. It'll impact somebody else.
Thank you. Nabila, please.
I've heard a lot of opinions today, and I have more than one point to make. I think the first change has to begin from the woman herself. She has to stop feeling like a victim and rise above, like Nadia said and like Sabah said that, bring your thought to the table. You have something to contribute, believe in yourself, make changes in your life. You have to balance, you have to be a better juggler. Yes, being a woman in a workplace is, especially in this society, is harder than being a man in the workplace because that's the role which is expected of you.
The practical suggestion kya hai?
Manage your time, learn to be a mother, a wife, a bahu, a beti, a friend, a worker, a thinker, an entrepreneur, all of that in one day. So you have to balance you manage your time and balance all these roles, first of all. Secondly, I agree with Mr. Asad that, the workplace has a responsibility of tweaking the infrastructure and the policies to facilitate the mother coming to work and then being a good worker. Yes, your point was to educate or re-educate our parents, society, etc., etc. And like Mr. Zubair said, that's very lofty. But I think the truth is somewhere in between. That is a long-term process that has to initiate ASAP, while we need to think creatively of using female resource with her comfort zone.
Thank you for that. I think one thing she didn't say, because she's probably too modest because it's her job, go and get a makeover and go to Nabila. Zubair, final comment.
I have one simple suggestion, and I would urge that you use this platform of this conference today to do it, is that all of you will have faced this issue of career discontinuity. You will either have gone through it or you may go through it. Make a list of those 3 or 4 things that if the companies you worked for changed those things, that could have enabled you to continue those careers. If you just think of that practical aspect, that's my suggestion.
Okay, I'll use this. We have a structural problem here. I'm a romantic fool who believes in dreaming of leaving the earth a better place than the one we inherited. Okay, so my suggestions are never very practical. I have to warn you on that. And therefore, I think what you need to do is you need to challenge the status quo and not accept the rules as they have been written for you, okay? How you do that in practical terms is that you need to get better organized. There is enough presence, enough clout of women in the workplace, and I'm talking of the workplace right now. Just look at what a very small group of committed activist women from the Women's Action Forum and Aurat Foundation have done over the last 20 years for the more disadvantaged. If you get better organized, create a platform, awareness, advocacy, sharing, confidence building, I'll pledge here on behalf of Engro, we will pitch in, we will provide you support, and I'm sure I can get a lot of corporates who can provide you support in practically building that organization and that platform.
Thank you, Asad. Thank you very much. I'll end with one small sort of quotation. It says that vision without action is a daydream. And that's why I was looking for actions. And action without a vision and strategy is a nightmare. So what we need to do is to make sure that we are talking about a lot of fundamental platitudinal changes. We need to have an action plan. And my final comment is that in times today, when the world is fundamentally changing, the world has changed with the financial crisis and a lot of other things that are going on, the world has fundamentally changed. One of the key differentiators going into the future is leadership. And women can provide that leadership. They provide leadership at home and they can provide it outside. Women can make that difference. And one of the things I have learned over the last couple of months, and interestingly enough, I learned it in a yoga class, that where there are leaders, the people who are there, the others are not followers. They co-lead with you. So it's not about leaders and followers. Women can lead, they do lead. And I hope and pray that all of you have the opportunities to do that and fulfill your aspirations and ambitions. Thank you very much. I've just been told I'm extremely impolite. I haven't thanked my panelists and my colleagues. So thank you very, very much indeed. Vaniza, Mohsin, Nadia, thank you very much. Rabia for your contributions in technology. Nabila, Zubair, and Asad. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.